Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
Griff-X Da Switchup.
You already know what it is. This is Griff-X Da Switchup.
Yeah!
You know we back up in this joint. Another semester, not another year, another semester we back up in this joint, you know what I'm saying? At the same regular time, 4 to 6. I know you're looking at your clock like, oh, it's 4:13, but that's besides the point. It's neither here nor there.
We're going to switch it up today for the first time.
The switch up. You already know what it is. So, let me reintroduce myself. If you don't know, this is DJ Griffoutt, 2F2Ts, aka DJ Griff, and I'm in the studio with my man over here.
DJ Black X, we don't back in, we black out.
Yeah, we got a special guest in the building. Please introduce yourself, guest.
I'm Kelly.
Just Kelly?
Okay. No last name, no middle name.
Grace Kelly?
I'm Kelly Janelle _ You can follow me on Instagram, but...
Do those shout outs or something.
You know, she's a recurring guest. You already know where she's from. If y'all know before, if y'all been listening, y'all know she from Nolans.
Yeah, Nolans.
You know what I'm saying?
Rolling in the building.
Yeah,
right.
What was that slang word you had to us?
No,
she taught us that.
Little boy?
Little boy. She taught us that. So we got a packed show. You know what I'm saying? Our first show back in the semester. We got a packed show. We're going to be talking about, we didn't get a chance to talk about the whole H&M thing. And I know you guys want to hear our opinion on that. And also, we're going to talk about Monique and Netflix. And why is it so hard for black people to protest things nowadays? Not protest, boycott things nowadays.
And what's really worth protesting?
Yeah, that's what we, you know what I'm saying? We already know what's the move in slang word of the week. But we're going to hit you with some future right now, alright?
Speaking of Migos real quick, before we even get into today's topic, can we finally give my man take off his recognition as one of the best members of Migos? Because now all of a sudden I'm hearing that people are agreeing with me now.
Not a lot of people was feeling that.
No, and then until Quavo opened his mouth and said he the best one. And I've been saying this since YRN 1.
Wasn't it 4 members at first? Or is it interchangeable member?
I don't know. All I know is I heard it was a 4th member too, and I heard it was either Rich the Kid or somebody else, but that was back when they was called don't quote me, but I think they was called like the Boat Boys or like something like that. But that's neither here nor there.
But what is here, you know what I'm saying, there's still a line from our Manz, you know what I'm saying, we sell the boat over here.
You know, I got to shout him out real quick.
Yes, sir. So what we're gonna be talking about, if you guys did not live under a rock, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be talking about the whole H&M thing, the whole H&M issue. If you don't know, so H&M, like a month ago or so, they posted up. It was on their page. It's on their shopping page. So when you go shopping at H&M.com, it was a black boy. He was wearing a shirt that said "Coolest Monkey in the Jungle." It was like a green hoodie. It says "Coolest Monkey in the Jungle." Now this thing blew up on Twitter, and everybody and their old mom, they was all like, "Oh my God, coolest monkey in the jungle! Like, what are you talking about? What really H&M?" And to the point where H&M, they realized they're like, "Oh no, we issued an apology." And everything like that, and people try to find out who's the boy's parents. The boy's mom didn't even care. She was like, I don't think that way. You guys need to get over it. She did. She said that, and then H&M, they wound up doing, you know how they do like their 80% off sales and everything like that. So with that whole thing, a lot of people called for a boycott of H&M, but what I sensed that it wasn't really going nowhere. Like it wasn't picking up.
I mean, I'll put it to you this way. Like, I thought that whole thing was just stupid. Like, it was like the dumbest thing that any possible advertisement could have did. Because wasn't it, to be more specific, wasn't it H&M the UK?
Yeah,
it was the UK.
Yeah.
So like it just, to me, it shows why I was so mad. Was yes, it was racist. Yes, it was I don't even want to call it a microaggression because it was a major aggression. Like, But I would basically say, like, it just showed the lack of diversity in the advertisement team, the lack of knowledge in the advertisement team. It showed me that, because for any advertisement to get put out under the name of a big corporation like H&M, it got to go through several layers of people. And they all thought that was okay to do in ignoring the historical reference of black people being called monkeys.
Yeah.
There was 3 separate hoodies. They could have gave the monkey hoodie to anybody. And the most arguable thing that people say out their mouth that makes me so mad is they say, but people still wear Bath and Ape. And Bath and Ape's got a monkey and people be wearing it, be black, and they got black. I
never even put a connotation to that.
But people argue that, and it still makes no sense, because if you really want to play like logic, H&M is a European brand clothing line. Bath and Ape is a Japanese brand clothing line. Their mascot is an ape. Their motto was not called an ape, but they will model with the mascot. You know what I'm saying? That's a difference. There's a difference. That's like having a high school and the high school mascot is a monkey, and they just ask a black student, wear this shirt to represent your high school. Is you gonna think he being racist, or you gonna think he trying to school pride? Like I don't get it. Like that was something totally different. It was 3 interchangeable hoodies. If the parent want to do that, I'm not even mad at the mom, because the mom got to do what she got to do to feed her baby.
Got that money.
She got to do what she got to do to feed her baby. If she felt as though that was right, morally to me, it was wrong, but to her, she saw it was right. And I don't believe in good or bad. I believe in necessary and unnecessary. So to her, it was necessary. But again, to quote my man, that's neither here nor there. We're not going to get into the parent of that. We're going to talk about H&M.
So, and then even for that, like me personally, I would consider H&M one of them stores that I shop at sometimes. So when I heard about this whole thing, because that's I have some sort of loyalty to that store, I guess, or whatever you may say, I was like, what? I mean, I didn't really plan on boycotting it, really. You know what I'm saying? And it was like jokes on Twitter. It was like, oh yeah, when black people see other black people in the line, they're going to be like, with that 80% off sale, like, you don't really want to be there, but that's like, to a lot of people, that's that story. And I'm just kind of curious of that aspect when something happens in a community. Like, we're going to talk about this later with Netflix and Monique, but when something happens in like a community, in a group of people, who deems it necessary that we should stick together and we should not? Like, what are the qualities that makes a situation worth, oh no, it's not worth all that effort, oh no, we really should boycott this? Like, what are the rules in that? I'm kind of curious.
That's like Kel started off quick.
I think it really just depends, like, on the situation. Like, with the H&M thing, it was, like, in a situation where, like you guys said, like, the parent, she didn't see anything wrong with it. She said that she didn't look at it that way. Like, she didn't have that mindset to where she thought H&M was being racist. So when it comes to boycotting it, it's almost like everyone else was feeling offense for this one person or for this one child. And if this parent or if this child didn't feel that offense, why am I going out of my way to boycott a clothing, like a business that is very successful that I love? And if they were having an 80% sale, I'm going to that sale.
I mean, that's just
like, that's just...
They clothes is trash now.
Okay, that's what I say. It's one of them stores I say I shop at, but I can't really find stuff all the time.
Yeah, that is.
I need a store.
What's the price of your soul? Is the price of your soul 80% off? Like, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, like, I just see it like this. Yeah, people gonna argue and say like they not gonna go there, or I'm gonna go there regardless, or I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. But everybody, I feel like this generation of people that's young and active and quote unquote politically woke and stuff like that, they only get offended when it affects them personally. Like,
yeah,
and by the time it happens to them, it's too late. So,
people. Oh, I don't want to cut you off, but like, or people just say something like they'll be like, "Oh, like I hate H&M," or "I'm gonna boycott it," but they don't actually do anything. Like, they sit behind, the keyboard and just say certain stuff, or they may act like they're angry, but they don't actually go out and do something.
Keyboard warrior.
I mean, I yelled at my mom, like, what? Not yelled, but like I straight told my mom. She said she was gonna shop with my little cousin. She said, "Yeah, I got her H&M gift card." I was like, "Don't do that." I was like, "Don't do that no more. Don't, no." Because at the same time, I don't believe the corporation itself might be racist, but they need to learn a lesson, and corporations won't learn a lesson unless they get public backlash.
Their money's gone.
So that's the only way for anybody to learn is to take away their money. If you can take away somebody's security, you can take away somebody's money, they'll learn and they'll listen. Because those are the two things that affect anything in this world, is whether you feel safe or whether you financially safe.
Then another comparison to where people were calling for a boycott, but not a lot of people did it, or they did it and they fell off, was the NFL. Like, in the beginning, there was a lot of black people, because of Kaepernick, it was like, all right, so we're not gonna watch football this season. Now, I remember, it seems like a while ago, it didn't seem like that was this season, but that was this season. And like they was like, all right, we're not gonna watch football. We're calling for a boycott. We're not gonna participate in any fantasy leagues. See, me, my mindset, I can speak for myself. When I read that, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. But then I was like, oh man, I already signed up for fantasy, and everything like before that all came out, and I was like, well, I guess I messed up. I'm gonna watch it now, or whatever, like that. But I feel like now, if you go up to any, especially in Philadelphia, most black people in Philadelphia, oh, you watching Super Bowl? That's what they watching Super Bowl.
I mean, I can speak personally. I'm at an impasse with this. I haven't watched not one game all season, but the Eagles made it to the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna watch.
So I'm at a moral impasse. Like since, what was it, 4th grade the last time they went? Same 2004.
Yeah.
I was in 4th or 3rd grade. You know what I mean? So, and it was the same lineup then. So, do I wait another 14
who knows
years?
When it happen again?
Do I wait another 14 years?
But it's just like, I guess it's kind of like, I see some inconsistencies.
But
Kind of like that.
Along with that, though, not only the fans, it dropped off with the fans, but it also dropped off with some of the players that were saying, you know, like, we're going to boycott, we're going to do this. Like, it completely dropped off with them. And so it just starts with, you know, it starts with the players, it starts with the corporation.
Because I think it was two different protests. So we started in the beginning not watching because of how they treated Kaepernick, how they blackballed Kaepernick. But then there was other people who stopped watching because they was kneeling for the flag.
Right.
And we don't want to, I guess we don't want to be on the same side as them. So like, so we should watch because they're not watching because they're kneeling for the flag. So it was kind of weird. It's like kind of switched teams.
I mean, I'll put it this way. To quote Dr. Umar Johnson, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with everything he say, but I do agree with this. He said, nowadays, black people don't know how to protest correctly in order to get something done. They do the first stage, and that is complain, and then they don't do nothing else afterwards. It's cool to march, it's cool to protest, but what's the next step? Because that doesn't always do everything. Can't talk right now. That doesn't always do everything. So it's like, I think the next step, in hindsight about the NFL thing, the next step should have been a petition, like, nationwide. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to keep it peaceful, kneel. Alright, you really serious about kneeling? Just like they started that Free McMills petition, let Kaepernick play petition. I don't know if they did that. I could be ignorant. They could have probably did it. But as far as I know, it wasn't to my knowledge because I would have signed it.
Yeah.
They could have did that. And the next thing they could have did was they could have wrote in droves. They could have organized it, had a website. Everybody sent a letter to the NFL. Threatening. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you threaten their money. But they lost money. They lost a lot of money this year. They lost a lot of money this year.
Two different people stopped watching.
They lost a lot of money this year. And then, as far as people not watching it because they believe they disrespecting the flag, there's state entitlement to that opinion. It can be a disrespect to the flag, but no matter what a black person do in my eyes, it will always be disrespectful to America because at the end of the day, we just supposed to shut up and listen and be lucky to be here. That's just how I feel about certain things and issues and topics when it comes to black people trying to protest for their rights. So,
how it is. So, and then another note. What we going to talk about with Monique? Also, if you was living under a rock. So Monique, you know, what was she on? The Parkers. You know what I'm saying? We grew up when she was on the Parkers.
That's Uncle B.
So if you don't know, that's Monique, and so she has been blackballed from Hollywood for a while. Like, even I've noticed, like, I haven't seen her in like movies or anything like that until
I thought she was just living her life.
Yeah,
like, she was just good. Like,
she was like,
last thing I seen from Monique was Fat Girls, and I don't remember nothing else with her in it after that. I mean, I don't know.
She had like a little talk show for a couple
She
years.
did have a talk show. Yeah. But see, I don't listen. Now I got my own Imprecious.
Oh yeah,
she was Imprecious. That was a precious movie. That was a good movie.
So yeah, so she is basically bringing awareness I don't want to say complaining, but
She complaining.
She
complaining.
She's bringing awareness to the fact that so how Netflix, how they do comedy specials. So Dave Chappelle had one, Chris Tucker had one, things like that. They have comedy specials and they offer comedians like a certain amount of money to do those comedy specials with Netflix. So
she get the Who Manz is this? In my opinion, I think she should.
Yeah,
I think she should. She just sound entitled.
yeah.
She's not no Chris Rock. I understand she's a comedian. I get it. She's funny.
I don't think she has she's not up there with.
She's not no Chris Rock.
Yeah.
She's not no Dave Chappelle. Definitely not no Dave Chappelle. Ain't nobody gonna ever be a Dave Chappelle. And then Amy Schumer is just popping right now as far as on the comedy game. I mean, as far as the way her money is, the way her money is, she popping.
Money, but
she on Comedy Central. She doing her thing. She on movies. She doing what she got to do. Monique, you just sitting there getting old. I'm sorry. It's just past your prime. And no disrespect to Auntie Monique, we all get it. But
you said Professor Oak.
But I mean, outside of the comedy part with that, Tracy Ellis Ross, I don't know if you guys saw that. She did the same thing with Netflix not wanting to pay her with her role on Blackish. They played her. She has a main role. She's one of the main characters.
Yeah, she's the mom.
Yeah, and she is being paid significantly less.
What's up with all our childhood sitcoms? You know what I'm saying? You got her from Girlfriends.
Right.
You got Girlfriends. But yeah, so Monique is basically saying we should boycott Netflix because of colorism and sexism because she's getting offered less than people with the likes of Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle and Amy Schumer, and she doesn't understand why. And a lot of people bashed her on Twitter, and it's just boycott Netflix. That's just they didn't understand. I'm kind of feeling the same way.
I mean, if it was really coming from, I don't know. I'm going to just say it like this. I don't know what Netflix intentions is. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say that Netflix is pure. I'm not going to say that Netflix is going to do stuff behind closed doors. But what I am going to say is the delivery of her story, it didn't make me care. So it didn't make me care. So it was just it just didn't make me care. It wasn't nothing. It was just something that was affecting just her, but not because it was because of what she is. It was just literally just because her name is Monique. It wasn't I'm not paying you because you're a black woman. Because then that can affect anybody that I know that's a black woman. If Kelly started making jokes today or tomorrow and she get on Netflix, I'm like, dang, Kel, you was on my radio show. Put me on Netflix. You know what I mean? I can't be mad. But it was just because, to be honest with you, she's just not that funny no more.
Yeah, I don't think her resume, they said Netflix doesn't, she said Netflix doesn't go off your resume. Right. But I feel if Netflix does a special with Monique, they wouldn't drive as much revenue if they did a special with Amy Schumer. And I don't feel it's not funny wise, but it's just popularity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's more popular than Monique.
I mean, Monique old. What's she gonna joke about now? Her mortgage? I don't even think she got no mortgage anymore. And she got money. I mean, it just sounds I hate to sound like somebody that worked for Fox, but I'm gonna just use what they would say. It just sounds like one of those rich, mainstream, high up Hollywood types. Just not that's how it sounds though. That's really how it sounds. She just sounds like a privileged woman that just want more privilege. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know because we all thought Kanye was crazy when he was, talking about what he was talking about, and then later
George Bush doesn't like black people. Well, he said doesn't care about black people.
He said doesn't care. He said, you don't have all the answers, Sway.
But, yeah. But, even with that, I don't think, like you said earlier, people don't really boycott for a thing if it's not affecting them. But you gotta think about, even back in civil rights times, everybody did it, though. Everybody did it.
It's because everybody was personally affected.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody
that's personally affected.
That's the thing. I think that's just how we are, socialized now to be selfish.
Yeah, I think we're selfish. We're really selfish.
To really be selfish, and I mean, selfishness to a T can be good, and it can be necessary. And it can be unnecessary. But in a sense of what Monique's doing, she want us to do, break that selfish. I mean, I ain't got no homework. I got Netflix. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's not doing nothing. But if Netflix put out some crazy stuff Monique, you know, you old, fat, and black. Like, not saying that she is, but like they said some stuff like that. Then I'll be like, 100%, no more Netflix. Delete the app off my Xbox.
Right.
Like it's just, I don't know. Like I just didn't care.
It just was like, oh, okay. Well, let me finish watching.
Now back to the whole H&M thing. Like, it was just weird to me that that so many black people didn't know the historical reference about why people thought it was racist.
Yeah.
And they was like arguing on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook.
That monkey is a cute thing. What are you talking about?
Saying that monkeys are cute things, and I'm just like, I just need you to sit down. And I hate when people say get over, like stuff from slavery. I was literally reading these comments. People were saying, you know, slavery happened a long time ago. Get over it.
Or always play that card.
Or you're just playing a race card. Or you guys have nothing better to do. Or you guys are monkeys. Like, I mean, like, you know, I'm literally reading this stuff, and I'm just like, I have never in the history of my 22 years of life heard any form of anything with anybody telling a Jewish person to get over the Holocaust, or somebody telling somebody to get over the death of a family member that died 30 years ago. If it really traumatically affected you, it traumatically affected you,
regardless of
how long it been ago.
Yep.
So it's just like those imprints calling us monkeys, spades, spirit chuckers, everything like that.
Heard that before.
Like, no, you know what I mean, like. And it's just wild how many things they used to call us, and monkey happened to be one of them. They used to call us, like, I know everybody probably seen Boondocks. Uncle Ruckus tell you every racist joke about black people in the book, and a lot of them it got jungle bunnies, monkeys, everything like that. Like, it's just not cool. It shows H&M UK district is very
ignorant.
It's very ignorant.
Yeah.
It's very ignorant, and they need more diversity because I don't think any same black person on that committee.
They were sitting on a panel and they said, should this go through?
They said, we got 3 good hoodies.
Exactly.
And we're going to give the black boy the monkey one. Because, you know, it's cute.
I like how the green matches his shade.
Right.
Like, I'm dark skinned. That green wouldn't even look good on me. Like,
green
that orange would have brought his skin out.
Yeah, the
orange would have brought his skin out.
Green do not look good on us.
It doesn't. It would look like an Xbox. Black and green. Like,
look like Shigo.
Real red. Real red. But no, it was just stupid to me. And then, like, the mom, I get it, ignorance is bliss, but she know it was wrong.
And that's just something she's going to have to deal with.
That's something she wanted to deal with. She told a lesson to her son that sometimes money is worth your soul. Yeah. And I mean, if she listening,
a lot of people do anything for a dollar.
Hey,
you gotta enjoy your money.
What you gotta do, man.
But
what you gotta do. It might have put him through college.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't know her financial situation.
We don't know her situation. Morally, we can judge anybody, but everybody got different morals, and everybody got different things.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're going to give y'all a quick little music segment break real quick.
Alright, so tonight, the cheerleaders are hosting a glow-in-the-dark party in Grace Hall. You know, come through. It's going to be lit. It's going to be popping. Bring your friends. $3 to enter. And you have to be 18 or older.
18?
Yes,
what if I'm 17 and
No minors.
No minors. Well, if I'm in I'm in college, I'm smart, but I'm like 16.
You could bring your college ID.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's the loophole, guys.
Right.
You bring college ID. If you're 16, you trying to party with some 18-year-old cheerleaders, that's the way to go.
Right.
You know.
Listen, man. I don't know. Is it going to be lit? Am I allowed to bring bags inside?
There's no bags. No bags.
Am I allowed to bring bottles inside?
You can't ask me these questions we on air. We live.
Well,
you can't ask me these questions.
Baby.
I had to put it on the spot. That's what I do.
So I feel safe, you know what I'm saying? I would go to a party where I feel safe and nobody's bringing bags inside. So,
right,
that's
nobody's
like
bringing bags. So.
You know what I'm saying? So, like...
don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. When does it start and when does it finish?
It's 10 to 1 in Grace Hall.
10 to 1.
So on CP time, when does it start?
12:15.
What is CP?
Colored.
I was gonna say 11:30. Like 11:30.
All right, 11:30. So
11:30 to 3.
So for everybody, get there at 10 o'clock, and for everybody, get there at 11:30.
Right. But no later. Like I don't want to sit around waiting, like hoping people show up. Like y'all need to come.
I don't need Kelly to sweat.
Yeah.
I don't need Kelly to sweat.
And she'll yell at you. She had cheerleaders, so she.
So if we come after midnight, we still got to pay 3.
Still gotta pay the 3 if you come after me.
We'll come anyway.
It's a back door in Grace though. What if I come to the back door?
I mean, everybody rush the back door. You hear that? Everybody rush the back door.
I'm gonna be at the back door.
I'm probably gonna be at the back door. Never mind.
Ooh.
Go to the side.
So like, I know, yeah, you just promoted it, but like, how'd you guys come up with the idea of glow in the dark party?
I mean, we just wanted something different. We just wanted something new, just to get everybody like out and just have something that I feel like. I think Cabrini tried to have something that was like glow in the dark before. I don't really know if anybody really went.
I went.
Did you go? How was it?
Girl, you already go.
I went. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, the thing is, because they had that, like, they kind of limit us. Like, we can't have the body paint for hours because, like they said, it gets all over. So I'm trying to make it as glow in the dark as we can, but they kind of limit us to like certain stuff that we could do. But after this, we still have a pool party coming up, and that's going to be in April 4/20.
So, I mean, you know, it's going to be a high-flying time on that day for the pool party. It's going to be real cool. It's going to be real lit.
Yes.
So just don't come too lit because there's going to be limited lifeguards.
Right, it is a pool.
It is a pool. And you do not have lungs. If you have lungs, then you do not have gills. So
Lungs are gills. But it seems like you got a busy semester, so y'all got both of those events.
Got
No
two.
more? Or
Two
just two?
Just these two. Yep.
Any cheer competitions, anything we should look out for? Y'all got any?
No cheer competitions, just games. I mean, we had every home basketball game we here. Tomorrow we got a game, so double header.
Double header.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, let's go.
Oh, I had a question.
Yeah.
This is a very, very valid question. How come the cheerleaders do not cheer for the girls?
We do cheer for the girls
They
game.
do.
They do?
Yeah. Every girls game.
No, but in a double header. Y'all cheer for the girls too?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
I have a question.
I'm sure.
I have a question. Why don't y'all flip?
Ooh.
I need flips.
I mean, everybody on the team doesn't know how, but like some people,
I need flips.
everyone on the
That's
team doesn't
crazy.
know how. Like that's one of the things we kind of just took off the requirements because
That was a requirement? You
yeah,
had
it
to
used
learn
to
it.
be you had to know how to like tumble. So
I want to flip. I want to see somebody go like do. I
I
want to
mean,
see
y'all be on point. Y'all gotten better since I was a freshman.
Oh,
But you wasn't on it, right?
we have our ups and downs.
Yeah.
I've been on the team since freshman year. I'm a junior, so
Hey, I see you, man. Kelly, you flipped before, right? That's all I pay attention to when y'all do y'all cheers. I be like, I'm waiting for the flip. Like,
nah.
Kelly be the loud one leading the whole thing. Like,
Yeah, I'm a captain, so but nah.
you travel, you walk. What's the rest? I forgot.
the Cavs ain't you. That's all I hear.
Oh my god. Yes.
Well, let me hear a little something. Let me hear
live in person.
live in
What's
person.
the
Kelly
cheer?
Bush, the captain of
What's
the
the
cheer
cheer?
team.
You got to clap too.
You got to clap and everything, but back up though.
You can yell though. I can turn your mic down.
Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know.
You
ahead.
don't know?
Go ahead. Give the airwaves some Caprini spirit. Let's hear it.
Let me see.
She about to freestyle.
It's like lyrics.
I'm gonna do the next time you travel. Since you said.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good. All right.
Yeah, that's my favorite point. Yo, this is my favorite one.
I'm not gonna yell at
Yo, listen.
You gotta stand up
listen.
though, at least.
Something like that.
You gotta stand up.
You don't
Yeah,
sit
you
down
gotta
in
stand
chair?
Stand up. Go ahead. Get in the. Go ahead, Kelly.
First of all.
All right. Oh, she flipping everywhere.
Oh, no.
You good. We still here.
Alright.
You good.
Next time you travel, you take the bus. You walk, you travel, the bus comes to us. Next time you travel,
Hey.
you take the bus.
Hey.
You walk,
Hey.
you travel, you took too many steps. Next time you travel, take a B-U-S.
Skirt, skirt.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I can't believe y'all didn't say
What's crazy is she really had to stay in her head. She's in her head like 3, 2, 1, step, 3, 2, 1.
It's not even. She didn't even like. She did the chair like she said it, and she had her routines with it too. It was funny.
It was funny.
That's
Y'all
my
had-
favorite one though.
Y'all had to be here to see the witness.
You know what I'm saying? But you can witness it. Why?
because we got a double header tomorrow. It's in the game.
EA Sports. You know what I'm saying? But also, we were recording the show on video, so you not
Oh,
only.
wait. Oh wait, I forgot.
That's what I'm
Somebody see my face doing that noise. Wait.
The Cavs, the cheerleading have an Instagram.
Oh, we do have an Instagram.
Come on, Captain.
It'll be Cabrini Cheer on Instagram. It should just be Cabrini Cheerleading Team.
You gotta follow back.
Let me go to Yeah, we usually do follow them.
I'll let y'all know.
I actually don't have them.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's Cabrini Cavs Cheer.
Alright, so I just followed y'all.
Alright.
I thought I did. But I guess I follow certain cheerleaders.
Certain you got your picks.
But
Right.
I followed the Cabrini Cavs chair.
That's your problem.
So I know we talked about it earlier, and we kind of figured out, like, we was trying to figure out who Manz is this.
Whose man's is this? Yo! Whose man's is this? I'm saying, whose man's is this?
So
That was
who,
great.
yeah, it was crazy, but
I think I went that.
so our who Manz is this is drum roll. We kind of alluded to it earlier. I kind of know it's Monique. You know what I'm saying? So we're not trying to come at her as a person, but it's just like, if it's a real, I'm not to saying her issue is not urgent, but like if it's a real urgent issue, it kind of come up as like complaining, kind of like, and you're telling us to boycott something that's part of our everyday life for most people. That's how most people get in relationships from Netflix. So it's kind of like crazy. She said that's not me.
No.
She said that's not me. From Hulu?
Said no.
But our who Manz is this is Monique. We're kind of curious. A lot of people actually don't even know who Monique is. I think our generation's the last one a little bit. But
That's Precious mom.
yeah, that's Precious mom right there.
That's Precious mom.
But and then I wanted to give a runner-up to who Manz is this.
Oh, let me hear this, because I got one too.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of Vince McMahon.
From
Vince,
WWE?
Yeah, from WWE. So, he wants to make a new football league, and he's calling it the XFL. And he's going to start it in 2020. And he was talking about it and everything. And he said, the football league for the people and everything. He said there will be rules set in place to where everybody has to stand for the national anthem. And he said that, and I was just kind of like, because he said no one wants to watch American sport and wants it to be political as well. He said they can use other avenues for that. And it came off a little, you know what I'm saying, kind of was like, I used to watch, we used to watch you, Vince, you know what I'm saying, coming up. But it was kind of a little weird for me. So he was my runner-up. I wanted to have like something else, like something crazy, but Monique got it. But you know what I'm saying, Vince.
Oh damn, you beat me. I was just gonna say Steve Harvey during the whole New Year's. Looking like Doug Dimmadome from.
He looked like a marshmallow.
No,
It was cold out there though.
Bro,
like,
look. If he was that rich, I would wear it.
Listen, he looked like a fly behind aunt. That's what he looked like. You ever seen Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
Like Doug Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome. Home with the Dimmadome.
Like, so that was mine. You got me beat.
Yeah.
I seen it, but I didn't read it. I saw Vince McMahon and just scrolled past. I'm sorry.
You say, why you trending? But yeah, I read it. Cause I was curious. But alright, we're gonna take a quick little break, hit you with a little show promo. We'll be right back. Let's get it. There's the segment.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Okay, Lamborghini Mercy.
Slang.
Yo, chick, she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she trying to.
Word of the week. This is Slang Word of the Week.
We got
No, well, the Slang Word of the Week, we're gonna let you know. And as always, so people that don't know, so as always, you have to guess the definition and then use it correctly in a sentence. Mm-hmm. So this word you may know, and if you do, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a new word. It's always it's a word I've known for a long time. And the Slang Word of the Week is Joe.
Happy?
Joe is happy? No.
You're right. Actually, you're wrong. But
You got my hopes up for her.
I was like,
you should have saw the excitement in her face.
Oh my god.
it was like confusion / excitement altogether. So when they're like, why you mad, Joe?
Yeah, that could be a sentence, but that doesn't give me the context of the word in the
Well,
sentence.
that means I never heard the context. That's all I heard.
So you just say, "Oh, you mad Joe?" Like that could be you mad
That's what
happy,
they
but
say.
we know happy is not the definition.
So like,
You could be
Joe,
you could
like
be Joe
excited,
Mo.
excited.
In a sense, but that's not the word.
Why you hype for?
Here you go. There you go. We got it.
So I just use New York slang to translate Philly slang.
So that's New York slang, right?
Hype.
Joe? Hype, yeah. So Joe is like our hype. I mean, even though we say hype too, or we say extra. But Joe is like, oh my God, like what you being so Joe for? Like, what's going on? Like, things like that. I know I said only one example, but it's cool.
So I got it right.
Yeah, you got it right. So, you know what I'm saying? Pat yourself on the
Round
back,
of
you know what I'm saying?
applause.
Get that crown back on, Suburban Princess.
Now, what does Joe the Mo mean?
Huh?
If you Joe the Mo. Because I'm
You
Joe
don't
the
say.
Because
I'm
I'm
gonna
Joe.
say that's French or Spanish.
Spanish.
I'm Joe the Mo.
Yeah, Joe the Mo.
Joe the Mo.
Joe the Mo. You better not say nothing homophobic on my show.
It wasn't.
Alright.
It was homophobic. What do you mean? I mean, like, not what's homophobic, but why would that be homophobic? Like, what would I say that would be homophobic?
Don't dissect it. Anywho, Janelle, you have 30
Suburban
seconds.
Bro,
princess.
you about to spit out that gum. You don't understand.
I
I'm in
need
the studio.
paper. That's why I didn't spit it out yet.
Why would you say you eat paper? That's exactly what I heard.
Oh my gosh, can you answer the question?
Joe the Mo.
Why are you yelling in the mic? You right there.
I do got you turn all the way down, like, just so everyone knows. She's all
That's
the
the
way
first. So let me be quiet. But Joe the Mo. Does that mean like I don't know? I like really don't know. Does it have any correlations to being hype?
I mean, yeah, you Joe the Mo.
So it's still that Joe. You know what I'm saying? It's still that part.
You found the root
They really
word.
use this.
Yeah. Philly people are so innovative, they use anything.
So Joe the Mo, like are you saying like
You
you
Joe
saying
the Mo.
I'm Joe the Mo?
You Joe the Mo.
Like you're Joe the Mo.
How many times we want to say it? You Joe the Mo.
So like you're hype as heck.
Is it going like that?
I want a better definition than that.
You're extra hype.
Wow, you just went from you that to this. No, you in college.
I don't
Senior.
know.
Don't play with
this
me.
is slang. Like
I ain't playing these games.
Slang means short language. That's what that means. That's why it's
Exactly.
slang.
That's why I'm giving you short definitions.
Don't get smart on my show.
You said 30 seconds. I passed.
Why are you
Like,
30
yelling?
seconds? I never
You said that.
Oh.
You yelling. Don't yell
let
at
me
me.
move the mic back.
You laugh loud too. It's crazy. Most people.
I can't.
I apologize to all the listeners.
Yeah.
She'll never be back.
She being so Joe right now, bro.
Joe the Mo.
Wait, you said that means hype,
Mm.
but I'm laughing.
Yeah, you
That's
hype.
not
You
hype.
hype.
You
Like you're
Joe.
extra. You're being extra. Just answer
That's
the
what
question.
Joe mean. You just extra.
Yeah.
So you're
You
being
mad extra.
if you're Joe the
You
Mo.
mad extra.
Yeah. In a sense.
You
But
mad
like
extra.
I told you, like
you see
some-
somebody go all the way across the cafeteria, you gotta go all the way over there and say hi. You being mad extra.
And like Philly people use Joe in different sentences. They
So
be
what's
like,
Joe the
"Bro,
Mo?
you Joe Jonas right now, bro," or anything like that.
Alright, I ain't
Like-
never heard that.
Okay, what's Joe the Mo? Like using
You mad extra. You
It's the
just.
same thing, but it's
It's the
just
same thing.
It's
a
the same
different
thing. It was a
derivative.
trick question. It was a trick question.
Derivative.
It was a trick
Joe
question.
the Mo.
Interesting.
You speechless right now. That's what we do on this switch out. We out here educating the masses, letting you know what these words mean.
Wait, am I supposed to say it back to you?
You can say whatever you want.
We just ended the
We
segment.
kind of did. Right? Sure. If you,
That's
if
it.
you want to live in the past.
Because
Yeah.
you said I was supposed to say it in a sentence,
You gotta know.
Yeah.
and we didn't do that part.
If you do you have a sentence?
Do you have a sentence? Let me hear it. 10 seconds. 5 seconds.
So you want to offer? You gonna say, "Oh, I didn't say it." Then
Because you said that was part of your segment. So
Yeah. That's, okay.
you
So
didn't
are
do
you?
half of your
All
segment.
right. Fulfill it for me. All right.
Okay,
Cut
so
her mic.
you're mad, Joe.
You said that earlier.
You said
too.
that. You can't give a pre-used example.
Let's see.
All right, give me an example of why you would call someone Joe.
No, I want a
You
sentence.
would call somebody
Say.
Joe if they were across the hall and you want to go
I
say
want
hi to them.
everything brand new.
Okay.
New freezer.
Let's see.
Oh, big shot.
You scratching your chin?
Oh,
beard?
say some. Oh, say somebody. Oh, like the Eagles won.
Okay.
So then like people will be Joe for that.
No.
Yeah.
No. Extra. You extra. That's
Like,
necessary.
Yeah.
That is you are unnecessarily
hype and
extra.
extra are two different
You are
things.
unnecessarily hyping extra.
See, it may be like they're like interchangeable sometimes.
I'm gonna tell you what it means. See, I have to be the guru.
Let us know.
Look at me. All right. So listen. Now y'all listen to me.
Okay, so I'm not looking at you.
No.
You can listen and look.
Listen and
You
look.
turn to that. Listen to you.
I turn to the mic.
Exactly. I'm not the mic.
I'm just now.
You know what?
That's what I was about to say.
I'm gonna hurt her. When you're Joe, you are unnecessarily hype and extra.
Oh,
You can't-
unnecessarily. That's the key word.
You're unnecessarily hype and extra. Like I said, if you see Seneca and she 300 feet away, are you really gonna run 300 feet away to say hi?
But can I like wave? Is that being Joe?
It depends on how far away they are.
300 feet. That's a lot.
Well, if I love Seneca, then I'm Joe because I want to say hi to her.
So you mean to tell me if Seneca says she in New York and you in Long Island and she all the way in the Bronx, you gonna run to the Bronx to say hi?
That's not even possible. So,
I'm asking you. If it was possible, would you do it?
Ooh, geology.
but I rent it.
Yeah.
Seneca, yeah.
That's Joe. That's man Joe. You Joe the Mo. You're doing too much.
Joe the Mo.
I got
any-
love for people. That's
You
why.
any boy.
Joe the C.
Joey Jihad.
Joe this. I said it already. Oh man, one of them. But you know that was the slang word of the week. That was our segment. But we out here, you already know this Griff-X Da Switch up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hit you with a little music break, and then we'll come back and say our goodbyes. You know, this was the first show of the semester. I'm glad how it went. Very proud. We're gonna give you a quick little break, real quick. You know what I'm saying? This your man Griff out. OUTT.
And this is your boy DJ Black X. We don't back in, we black out, but I hope Janelle gets back out of the studio.
Ooh.
Now cut the mic before she says something.
Dance with my dogs in the nighttime. Trap with the chickens like Popeye. Money changing colors like Tata.